As an evaluation, I looked at our preliminary video with Jessica, Anita, and Georgia from September. It was 22 seconds long and we shooted it in about 3 hours. Our prelim video was just enough long because we hadn't got much footage. In my opinion, the way we made the match cuts were quite good, however, I didn't do much editing at that time. Jessica, a member of our group, done media before, and she was confident enough to do the editing by herself, with some help from us. I watched her working, and now looking back, it was a really good way of learning how to use Premiere Pro. Also, I learned some tricks and ways of cutting. The whole idea of the film started with getting 2 words, skateboard and train, and the rule that someone needs to walk into the screen and out of the screen. We used the corridor to make the feeling of a train cabin and put 3 free chairs against the wall, and the lift to pretend that it's the door of the train. I think it was a creative idea of setting up the location, but I am sure it was not clear to the audience. For our final film, Lunatic, we thought about the location really carefully. We wanted places that not much people from the school see every day to cause an unpleasant feeling of unseen in the audience. On the other hand, we had to plan carefully because we didn't want to spend too much time with traveling to one location to the other, so it was a bit challenging to find suitable locations for our thoughts. For our prelim film, the storyboard that we made was quite loose and weak. I think it's because of the short period of time that we had. However, we didn't put much energy into it as we did for our final movie. At that time, we created the storyboard by hand, drawing with pencil, and haven't given much information about what is going on in the shot. On the other hand, for our final title sequence, I planned and created the storyboard. It was made digitally with the program called Storyboard. It is an online software and also free, so it was a good and clever way of creating the storyboard. I tried and managed to make it clear and detailed. Also, I thought about the editings that we might need, such as slow motion, black and white, and dark shadows. Back in the day, when we created our prelim, we didn't record any extra sound like music, sound effects, or dialogues. This was the reason why it turned out so quiet that we couldn't hear what the dialogue was about. To make an improvement on the sound, we decided to not use dialogue in our final movie, and instead of that, try to use more of sound effects and soundtrack. Because of the running bits, we thought of putting some footstep sounds into the film, but it didn't really work out, so we decided to do something else. It was that we recorded Majana, also downloaded the sound of wind and heartbeat. We had 2 different musics. One of them was a creepy playful song for the vintage shop scene, and the other one was a dramatic song playing from the middle of the film till the end, becoming louder and louder. In terms of using Premiere Pro and After Effects, I think I made a huge improvement. Before we started to do our final film, I couldn't use any of these devices. Through the way of production, I become more confident with editing. I learned how to paste video into Premiere Pro and have to replace that with After Effects. Also, how make a match cut and any other cut, sound playing and putting titles in. I learned some transitions like fading or have to change the lighting, shadows or contrast and color management in Premiere Pro. In my opinion, I learned quite fast, and from our group, I was the one that really understood the process of editing, as I edited most of the film.